It is NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. From Smoothie King Center in downtown New Orleans. Tonight, it's the New Orleans Pelicans taking on the Utah Jazz. The opening tip's won by the Utah Jazz. Conley. Jay, we talk about it all the time. The coaches in this league, who best puts their players in a position to shine? And now I give you Quinn Snyder.
I remember Quinn Snyder, after an ugly loss to Atlanta last year, really made some changes to their system. And here's the thing I love about Quinn Snyder. He recruited me when I was 15 and 16 years old. He was an assistant coach at Duke. The way he spoke to me really got me to buy in. He taught me that it was about being part of something bigger than yourself. And when you buy into what Quinn Snyder preaches, that's how you end up beating OKC in the first round NBA playoffs.
No good.
Because he had no body control. You have to be able to control your body when you attack the rim at full speed. That's part of your concentration. People assume concentration just on the rim, but your body control is everything. Be able to speed yourself up or slow yourself down.
Good look that time, but off the mark. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Just wait a second, Ed. Wait 1 second. Can we go back to the play before this great play that we just saw? Just because you have a bad offensive possession, you can't allow that to go down and reciprocate itself on the defensive end. One bad play does not make two bad plays.
Steven Adams pins it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
And draws the contact. So, Rudy Gobert going to the line for 2 shots.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let them know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
Fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. Ball. To Bledsoe. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
It's Jazz ball. To Conley. Driving right to the basket. A shot no good on the drive by Conley.
I agree. I thought there was a foul, but also it's all about your approach. You can't come down the lane and jump off one leg. It's called a power lift. Go off 2 legs and expect the contact. That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. Brandon Ingram at the line for 2 shots. A career 65% free throw shooter. And he connects on the first free throw. Two for 2 on that trip. Utah ball. Conley to Gobert. Steven Adams swats it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
A big finish at the rim. Whoa, he got up there.
Just showing you that 40-inch vertical.
Conley into the front court. 5-point game. Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen. To Conley. Mike Conley missed his first. That one goes.
You see, here's why versatility is so imperative for your offensive repertoire. If you're a one-trick pony as a defender, I know exactly how to defend you because you only do one thing. But if you have versatility, then the coach can put you in multiple looks within the offense, and then you can get it any way you want it.
The drive, right to the basket. Right down the lane, but the shot won't go. Utah's got it. Cashes in for two.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into.
To Ball. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Every hero needs a good sidekick. Nice find to set up the three.
Mitchell with the basketball. Trailing by 4. Steven Adams able to recover with the block. That's his third block this evening. Steven Adams with the slam. Feed the big fella. Point to the passer.
So good when you get everybody involved, in particular your bigs. You get them going, they'll run the court faster, and guess what? They'll set harder screens because they're actually in the game.
Has a chance. Deep two there. Won't go. To Ball. Gets toughness right there. Physical inside. Gets it to go.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Steven Adams sends it away. Fourth this contest.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Quinn Snyder signals for time. His guys find themselves down double digits already in this first quarter. Conley.
Ice. Screen coming your way.
And it's rejected.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
To Adams. Won't go.
You see, this is something that everybody has, but some people choose to use it or not. I'm glad you choose to use effort on getting around those screens.
Curling inside. Mitchell on the drive, but he can't finish. To Gobert. Oh, had him going there for a second. Mitchell, they'll take it from downtown. Let's see, Jay, if that wakes them up.
Yeah, that was a big-time three, but the most important possession is now. The one you're currently in. Don't focus on the next play, but focus on the present.
New Orleans has it. Jazz pick it up. To Gobert. Can't miss those. To Ball. Rises for the slam. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Mitchell with it up top. 9-point margin. To Gobert. They get it down to Mitchell. And look out. Big finish at the rim. Jay, they've had no answer for this guy.
He's been on fire this first quarter. That's the way you take it right to your opponent. You attack right out of the gate.
Lonzo Ball with the rock. To Adams. Screen coming. Oh, he had him there for a second. Adams. Rudy Gobert with the block.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
To Bledsoe. Here comes the screen. Bledsoe. Ball. He made his first effort, but not that time. Mitchell. The hot shooting continues. He's got 12 in the first quarter, including that trifecta.
And Ed, did you see how quick his release was? There was no wasted motion from the waist up.
Pelicans basketball. Surveys the floor. Bledsoe. Working hard on the glass. To Ball. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. Can't get the bounce. Shot from the lane. Won't go. Another follow. No good. Adams to Ball. Beyond the arc for three. His first effort off the mark. Across the timeline, it's Conley. Down 4. Oh, nice find for the basket.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
To Bledsoe. Here comes the screen. Bledsoe. Oh, a whistle.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Conley, tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Count the basket at the rim.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Utah with the possession. Conley. And he's fouled. Couple of free throws coming up, Jay.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
Mike Conley has got 2 shots coming. A career 81% free throw shooter. Can't connect on the first free throw. Good bounce back. Hits the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. It's Pelicans ball.
I got him. Here we go. I got him.
With the flush, taking on all comers. Jay, this is getting scary fast.
If you're the defense, you have to deny him the ball. Maybe throw a box and one. Maybe throw a zone. Maybe even throw the kitchen sink because he's putting on a show in the first quarter.
Conley into the front court. Down 3. To Joe Ingles. Screen coming.
Take that. I got
A shot no good on the drive by Conley.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short on the shot.
Jazz have the ball. Probing the defense. Almost, and he's not getting the call. To Josh Hart. For 3. Favors with the rebound. Mitchell with the basketball. Down 5. Gets a shot up off the mark. Hart. Conley into the front court. He'll run the offense. Finish that. To Josh Hart. Here's a chance from long range. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
It's Jazz ball. Mike Conley, now 3 for 9.
Good shot.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Ball with the basketball. Counting down towards a minute to play here in a very tight opening quarter. And he'll head to the line.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number 1, to see if they'll get caught. And number 2, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
Misses the first. Off the mark. 0 for 2 at the line. Across the timeline, it's Conley. Less than a minute to go in a tightly played first quarter. Nice pass to get things going.
You can finally see this team starting to get their rhythm and their groove offensively. This is a good run to get them back in the ballgame.
I got ball. Pick up. Match up.
Gets it in the left corner. And that'll be out of bounds. Last touch by the Pelicans. Utah ball.
Everybody pick up. Dia.
To Clarkson. Driving right to the basket.
Shots up.
And it's Hart there to clear the rebound. Oh, good defense by the Jazz as they come away with the steal.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. Is called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
That's me. Got
A shot at the buzzer. And he can't connect there. Shot no good. Horn sounds, ending the first quarter of play. One quarter down. Neither side really distinguished itself. Jay, what stood out?
And when both teams are playing at this level, it just continues to reaffirm that I was excited to watch both of these teams play this entire week. It's been a solid game so far, but this has a chance to be a great one down the stretch.
Oh, not a good pass there as it's stolen by Utah. Nice finish at the rim.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Pelicans have the basketball.
I got him. Here we go.
Hart. Screen coming.
Big pick right there.
4-3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
And they're relentless with these long shots. It just seems like their spacing is perfect, and they come down, they know exactly where they want to be, and they're shooting the ball without hesitation.
A lot of contact. No whistle. To Joe Ingles. The drive. Right to the basket. Short jumper won't go down.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Utah's got it.
Hey, switch. I got him.
Favors to Joe Ingles. Well defended. Shot no good. If it was anyone else, they'd be back on the bench for taking that shot.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way
The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Gets a look. Can't hit. And a throwdown. He took it out on the rim that time.
Oh, there's no better feeling than after throwing that one down, hanging on the rim a little bit, looking at your opponent beneath you, making him recognize that's where you'll be the entire ball game.
Gobert to Joe Ingles. Screen coming. Driving right to the basket. And scores.
This game is so mental. Trust me. Some nights you give poor effort defensively, you can't make any shots, then you see the ball go in, boom, switch turned on.
Here comes the screen. Fires the three. Not that time. To Favors. From long range. Tough shot for Joe Ingles. No good.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Derek!
Whoa! Get that out of here!
Message sent, Jay. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. To Josh Hart. To the rim. Lays it up and in.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. you essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Baseline drive. Gets to the basket, but it's no good. To Adams. Big man, Steven Adams. 2-of-4 now.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Clarkson. Here comes the screen. Mitchell. Short jumper stays out.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
To Josh Hart. Lets it fly from long range. Hart can't get that one to go. Defense all over him.
Shoot or shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Oh, he was wide open. It's not going to be pretty when they watch the video. Someone's getting chewed out.
These breakdowns happen because a team lacks communication. You have to point towards your man, keep that butt towards the baseline, and make sure you communicate through every screen.
Around the perimeter to Josh Hart. Shot clock winding down. Fires the 3. He got it off in time, but that shot no good. Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
Screen come.
To Gobert. Steven Adams sends it away. Ooh, 5 now. A good defense by the Jazz as they come away with it.
Defense, let's go.
Mike Conley, 4 out of 10.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
I got ball. Oh, yeah, it's me and you.
The screen sets him up for 2.
It can only be one of 2 things here. 1, the defender ran out of gas, or 2, this dude is just unstoppable.
They get it down to Gobert. And the rebound comes down to New Orleans. Oh, straight down the middle for 2.
That's dangerous. A little hezzy cross and knockdown. Lots of options going to open up as the game unfolds.
Utah with the possession. Deep 2 there, won't go.
I got ball. This is all me.
Here comes the screen. Rudy Gobert with a piece.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Bojan Bogdanovic matched up with Steven Adams. To Conley. Trying to cash in. Knocks it down off the step back.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
To Ball. knocked loose. Pelicans have it.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Oops, he missed the first one. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Adams. To Bledsoe. Had a chance, but it's no good. Conley into the front court. Down 8. Oh, ferocious slam inside.
There's no better feeling after a game after you had 25+ assists and you won the game and everybody recognizes that it's time for their bank accounts to get rewarded.
Lonzo Ball with the rock. To Adams. Big man, Steven Adams. He's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
To Conley. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
To Bledsoe. Here comes the screen. Bledsoe. Not that time. The follow won't go either. Conley in the front court. Down 6. Bledsoe with the basketball. He'll run the offense. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Across the timeline, it's Conley. Margins 8. Got it.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
To Ball. Here comes the screen. And a chance coming up at the line.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
First one, count it. Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Plenty of contact. The shot no good. No good. Defense catching a break there. Nice follow-up on the dunk there. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Here we go. My ball, my ball.
And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The result, he's going to the line.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
First free throw is good. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. Conley into the front court. Counting down toward a minute to go in this first half.
Get over.
Add 2 points to the board.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
To Bledsoe. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. Conley into the front court. The margin is 2. Halftime on the horizon. To Gobert. And finishes strong.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Bledsoe with it up top. Looking to make something happen. Won't go down.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
Shot from the lane won't go. The follow won't go either. And that'll be out of bounds. Last touch by the Pelicans. Late heave to beat the buzzer. So we head to intermission all tied up in what's been a tight one from the start. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and I've got your EA Sports Halftime Report. The Pelicans, all tied up on the scoreboard after 2 quarters. The long-range shooting has been outstanding, and if they can keep it up, it's going to open up more things for them offensively. Have a look at the leading scorers. The Jazz are all tied up on the scoreboard after 2 quarters. And these guys have every reason to feel good about how they scored effectively in that opening half. Great offensive display. These are the guys getting buckets.
Game track. Bench points.
This is a game where the bench guys deserve a bit of the spotlight. The thing is, you need a spotlight big enough for the reserves on both squads. This is a game that's been all about the depth in the depth chart. And exploiting the opportunities where he can make the most damage. He's definitely feeling it. Figured out, and his shots are falling for him. That's a lethal.
Game track. Bench points.
The NBA season is long.
Player of the half.
Mike Conley has already put together a pretty nice highlight reel for himself, and that's just after 1 half of basketball. He did a lot of scoring, and it probably won't stop anytime soon.
Who was cold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half. Top plays, and we've got 3 of them for you.
Number 2. Number 1.
The The Pelicans have themselves a tie after 2 quarters of action. The long-range shooting has been outstanding, and if they can keep it up, it's going to open up more things for them offensively. Have a look at the leading scorers. The Jazz will start the 3rd quarter with a tie on the scoreboard. And these guys have every reason to feel good about how they scored effectively in that opening half. Great offensive display. These are the guys getting buckets.
Game track. Bench points.
What I found interesting about stayed high even when the substitutions started coming into the game. Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
Lonzo controls the offense.
Screen right, screen right, screen right.
No good. Oh, it looked like he may have gotten him there. Conley to Gobert. Shot from in close, no good.
Just seems like there's lead in the feet of the defenders. You have to bounce quicker to the ball to deter that shot.
Couldn't keep it in. Off Lonzo Ball. Across the timeline, it's Conley. Our score all even in this 3rd quarter. Down to Gobert. Off the assist. Whistle stops play. Timeout New Orleans as they'll make sure they're aligned here in a 2-point basketball game. To Bledsoe. Eric Bledsoe. It's been a quiet night. Only 3 attempts, but he makes that one stick.
Underutilized, underutilized, underutilized. Am I getting my point across? Let's see more of that.
Conley. To Gobert. Knocked loose. And that'll be out of bounds. Last touch by the Pelicans. Five on the shot clock. Has a look. And scores.
The savvy players, they create contact. They throw their arms in you. They even throw their bodies into you. And as soon as you become hesitant defensively, they got you right where they want you.
To Ball. Here comes the screen. Ball. Rudy Gobert snatching it out of the air. Mitchell with it up top. Lead is 2. To Conley. Going to launch beyond the arc. And he buries it. Jay upping the ante from beyond the arc.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Lonzo Ball brings it up the floor. Now Adams down low. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
And the last 10 sequences down the court, everybody's touched the ball. You don't see anybody with any kind of negative expressions on their face because everybody's eating.
Brandon Ingram rejects it.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Conley into the front court. Leads just a point. Good. Off a spin.
We got to tell our producer in the truck, you got to tag that highlight.
Ball to the basket, but a shot won't go.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short on the shot.
Conley. Has a chance. Wide open look, won't go.
If I'm the player that just missed that shot, just because you're open doesn't mean you need to shoot. You can put the ball down on the ground and drive to the rim.
Donovan Mitchell with the rock. Probing the defense. No, I missed a short one there.
Well, you can't finish with your right hand on the left side of the rim. You actually have to use your opposite hand. Steve Nash is one of the best at this. Different shots at different angles, high off the glass, expecting that there are trees down below with long wingspans.
And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
To Adams. Steven Adams with the slam.
We call that get your put it in the bank.
Conley into the front court. Leads one. Ah, missed it. How'd that not go down? Deep left corner. And he drains it.
This is where I go back into player mode. If a dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Bledsoe with the basketball. His team up by one. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. Whoa, he got up there.
Just showing you that 40-inch vertical.
Across the timeline, it's Conley. He'll run the offense. Steven Adams tips it. Incredible. 6 tonight.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Flushes it home.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Here comes the screen. To Ball. Beyond the arc for three. Lonzo Ball is going to get a chance at three here, shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. First try at the line, no good. It's a second, one more coming. Off the mark, only makes 1 of 3. Jazz have the ball. To Redick.
Hey, you got the screen right, screen right, screen right.
Almost. Unlucky bounce. Conley into the front court. His guys trail now by 4.
Gotta shoot that, gotta shoot that.
Turns and slams it down.
For any fans out there that thought Donovan Mitchell didn't put any stock into the fact that he was not the Rookie of the Year, you are wrong. Donovan Mitchell is that type of guy that uses everything in his power to fuel him to be the best on the court each and every day. If that was a campaign he built with Adidas, rookie question mark, it doesn't matter. That perceived failure is something that will only make this kid better tomorrow.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
I got ball. I got him.
Rudy go.
Oh, he just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Okay, they're lucky they get the ball back. New blood coming in for both sides. Lonzo Ball. It's rebounded by Gobert. Conley into the front court. His guys find themselves trailing by a bucket. And he finishes at the rim.
You know, teams usually shoot higher percentages early in the shot clock. Plus, you take away the legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
Lonzo with it. Tie game, third quarter. Rudy Gobert swats it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
It's Clarkson with the slam.
This is a statement game for this unit. This defense has generated a lot of easy offense. And the one thing we know in the league, easy offense is hard to come by.
New Orleans will take it up.
Right.
To Ball. For 3. Misfires. It's no good. Clarkson with the basketball. Leads a bucket. Off the assist.
When things click, they click. That's good offense right there.
To Redick.
I got yours. Switch.
Missed a wide open look. Across the timeline, it's Conley. Leads 4. He connects. Not the guy you think is going to beat you.
Everybody in the building, including myself, thought that pass was going somewhere else. Fool me once? Okay. But you're definitely not fooling me twice.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. To Josh Hart. Rudy Gobert able to recover with the block. It's Jazz ball. He's going to the free throw line to shoot.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
First one goes down.
Good shot. Good shot.
Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. Shot from the lane won't go. Conley into the front court. His team up by 7. Here comes the screen. The Jazz with 4 in the shot clock. Lays it up and in.
I remember my high school coach said 1 man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
Goes to the right side. Redick. And the finish. Slam dunk. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ball game.
Conley into the front court. Lead stands at 7. To Clarkson. Here's a chance from long range. Yes! Three-pointer is good.
Ed, as a defender, you're very reluctant to challenge the shot because if you impede his space for where he lands, that's going to be an easy foul.
Hart. Oh, good defense by the Jazz as they come away with the steal.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Hart. Can't connect. Across the timeline, it's Conley. Lead is 12. To Clarkson. 4-3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
He throws it down.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Gets it to go, and the foul.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Free throw good as he finishes off the three-point play. That shaves the deficit down to 10. Utah ball. To Clarkson. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
And that'll be out of bounds. Last touch by the Pelicans. It's good, and one.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Jordan Clarkson trying to cash in on the three-point play. For his career, 80% at the line. Missed it at the line. Redick with it. The deficit now up to a dozen. Here comes the screen. Redick. Layup goes down. Well done. Utah's got it. Trying to cash in. Clarkson's shot, no good. Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. And strokes it. That ends the third quarter. Jazz have the lead. It's Utah basketball as we begin the fourth quarter. They have clearly been the better side so far. Jay, that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Well, the cardinal rule in the game of sport is whenever you go into the fourth quarter, it's 0-0. You have to play the game with the scoreboard saying 0-0. And if you can win that game by double digits, then you've done your job in the fourth.
Clarkson. Fires the three. That's a 24-second violation. Hart. They get it down to Ingram. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Oh, not a good pass there as it's stolen by Utah.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
And a nice finish at the rim.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Play some D.
Hart. From long range. Can't connect. Favors to Conley. From the painted area, won't go down. Derek Favors sends it away.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Conley into the front court. He'll run the offense. To Joe Ingles. Taken by the Pelicans. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Conley into the front court. Up 5. To Clarkson. Joe Ingles. To Clarkson. Conley. Textbook defense. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Across the timeline, it's Conley. Up by 3. Knocked loose. Conley. To Clarkson. 5 to shoot for Utah. He had all day and all night to knock that one down. Need to hear more chatter on the defensive end.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody will be wilding on the court. Guarantee it.
Hart. A good defense by the Jazz as they come away with it. To Joe Ingles. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Ball. Throws it down.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Conley into the front court. Leads 5. Knocked loose. Pelicans have it. Oh, with the foul. And a chance coming up at the line.
This drives me nuts when I see fouls like that being called in a close game. Sometimes you just got to let them play, ref.
Lonzo Ball. Couple of free throws on the way. Shooting just 42% in the contest. Off the marks on the first free throw. Missed the second as well. Conley into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Steven Adams with the block. Make that 7.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Ball brings the rock up court to Bledsoe. Sizing up the defense. The monster stuff.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Across the timeline, it's Conley. Leads just a point. Clarkson to Joe Ingles. Now a steal on a very lazy pass there.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
To Conley. Joe Ingles to Clarkson. Five to shoot. Shot by Clarkson off the mark. A drive-by ball, but he can't finish. Clarkson with the basketball. His guys now down by a point. And good work defensively as the pass is taken away. And the Jazz have it. They cleared the rebound. Clarkson to Conley. Lets it fly from long range. Had made his first couple, but he misses there. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
An easy two. Get back on defense.
Ball. Derek knocked away. It's getting dangerous down there.
And I hated getting my shot blocked like that, but I did like getting the ball right back. Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply.
Bledsoe. Eric Bledsoe. He struggled just a little bit. 2 for 5.
Just because someone is listening to you doesn't mean that they actually hear you. At the end of the game, when players get tired, they listen to what the assignment was, but they didn't hear what it was.
Conley into the front court. His group now down 2. And abuses the rim with the slam.
The true measure of Rudy Gobert comes on the defensive end. He was all-NBA defensive first team and was tied for the lowest opponent field goal percentage at 43%. You ain't getting by that.
He gets it.
You know, teams usually shoot higher percentages early in the shot clock. Plus, you take away the legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
Ball to Adams. Fires the 3. No good. Gobert to Conley. Defense making the ball handler work. Rudy Gobert. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
And he's going to the free throw line.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
Nope, first one does not go. Good recovery, hits the second free throw. Clarkson to Gobert. And draws the foul.
I've seen it happen so many times. Small things like that foul can end up becoming a momentum changer. Let's see how this one plays out.
Rudy Gobert at the line for 2 shots. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Knocks down the first. And he makes them both. New Orleans going to take it up. To Adams. Hart. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Not going down here. To Clarkson. Short jumper won't fall.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
The shot almost to Bledsoe. Bledsoe slams it down.
It's a new day in sports when you see little guards dunk the ball like they're big. That's called a 40-inch vertical.
To Clarkson. You've got to get that one to go. Bledsoe with it up top. His guy's down 3. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Ice.
Down to 5 on the 24. Mitchell. Great defense, forcing the miss.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Rudy Gobert sends it away.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
To Clarkson. Mitchell's shot comes up empty. To Bledsoe. And he's going to the line to shoot.
I'm watching the coach's reaction right now, and I'll tell you, he's not going to be happy about that. The game comes down to the micro details. That wasn't a part of the plan right there.
Eric Bledsoe. He's got 2 shots coming. For his career, 79% at the line. And hits the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Mitchell with the basketball. His guys now trailing by a point. To Gobert. And they call it.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Favors.
Ice.
Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Going to launch beyond the arc. And the rebound taken by New Orleans. Kicks it outside. Whoa! What a finish!
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. To Clarkson. Gets to the basket and scores.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Bledsoe with the basketball. Leads 1.
You got the screen right.
Rudy Gobert knocked it away.
Oh! Some fans should take that ball home as a gift.
That's a souvenir. Clarkson with the basketball. Down a point. Knocked loose. Taken by the Pelicans.
I tried to work the clock here, but you have to take care of the ball in this possession.
It was right there. Slams it down.
How about right after the dunk, he looks right over towards the bench, gets a call from the coach about what defense they're in, and then gets his team set. Those are people that are able to lead men.
substitution being made in this one. Two huge free throws in a one-point game. Intentional foul is going to make them earn it at the line.
Some players are built to handle these moments. On one end, you just sparked your team, and at the same time, you also got under your opponent's skin. Just want to manage through the emotions here and not take it too far.
Missed the second. 0 for 2. The Pelicans will take the timeout. They trail by 1. Who's it going to be as they get ready for the final shot? It's the Jazz who come away with the victory as they just squeak this one out by a point. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Jazz took this down to the wire before getting the win. They did it with blocks, and they did it with steals. More to the point, they did it with excellent defense. They committed to the grind and got rewarded as a result. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored. For the Utah Jazz, the Pelicans are probably frustrated with themselves after such a narrow loss. And while they didn't win the game, they could have won a dunk contest. They put down plenty of slams in this matchup. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the New Orleans Pelicans.
Game track. Assists.
The teams in this matchup did a great job of moving the ball and keeping the game flowing. It was the sort of action fans love to see, and I definitely enjoyed it myself. The unselfish play made for a great game.
Player of the game.
Mike Conley read the defense perfectly, and his teammates reaped the benefits with easy baskets. These are the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose, and it's been our pleasure to present you with some NBA basketball.